All right, we are live. Happy March. Happy March. It is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. You saw in the description, where did February go? My title today, where on earth did February go? And I owe you guys an apology because I just realized yesterday after my live stream that every time I cut to certain like pictures, certain scenes in my streamer, that my audio would cut out. Oh man, I didn't even know that was happening. So now I feel a little silly. But now my audio works at all times, whether I go to this screen that reminds you that I am running for America's favorite teacher, or this screen that I go to that shows you that I am currently first in my category, that helps you out kind of seeing my progress. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so keep doing those daily votes. The link is in the description. The link is also, hold on, in the pinned comment. Let me pin the comment. There we go. Pin the message. Awesome. I know you can't click on things because it's shorts, but if you go to my channel page, the link is right there at the top of my channel as well. Or however you want to support me. I appreciate that. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So it's going to be like, those free votes every day. You just keep putting in those free votes. Because what ends up happening is, here, let's go to, let's scroll through it and I'll show you. So there's 5 days left in this round. There's only, there's multiple rounds. And by the time those 5 days are up, then they cut out most of the competitors and we're just down to the top 20 in each group. And then like at the end of April, they merge together all of the groups. And so by the end of the groupings, right, we've like lost most competitors, but that's like, they draw it out. Of course, in the same way they draw out, reality TV shows and whatever, they try to milk it for all it's worth. The actual like America's favorite teacher is not fully like crowned or whatever announced until I think April 30th. It's like a long time, right? Voting goes through April. And so, yes, this is only round one, but I am number one in my category for round one, which is awesome. So, hey, good morning, Callie. Just cast one vote. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Got a feeling that I'll do great at connections, but it's tough. Oh, well, thank you for having some confidence in me. That makes me feel happy. That you share some confidence with me. That's awesome. Yeah. So thanks for, doing your daily vote. There is a place where you can do like paid votes, like a pay to win kind of thing. I don't want people to do that. Really, I want strength in numbers where we can just every day, maybe set a reminder in your calendar or something and drop a vote, right? Just drop that vote right there. And slow and steady wins the race, so to say, right? So let's have some fun. Let's play connections. And we'll see. Callie's thinking it's going to be tricky for me, but let's find out. Okay, a bunch of big words today. Phantom, toll booth, ladybug, midnight, shamrock, rhinestone, sunset, toolbox. These are all like two words conjoined together. Tomboy, horseshoe, fiddler, drugstore, merrily, towboat, interesting, space, and penny. Well, those aren't words that go together. I did see off the top of my head fiddler, like Fiddler on the Roof, and then phantom, like Phantom of the Opera. But I didn't see another one. Towboat, toolbox. And these are, maybe it's just because they're big words. Look, TB, 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 TB. Tomboy, towboat, toll booth, toolbox. Do you think that's a category? Let's try. That might be a red herring. No way. Tobo, combo. Okay, great. Compound words using tobo. and that was the green category. So I was thinking that was either the green category or a total red herring. Let's see. Shamrock, that's like, the 4-leaf clover. Lucky penny. Wait, shamrocks are lucky. A horseshoe can be lucky. Oh, there's got to be another one. Oh, finding a ladybug is lucky. Oh, yeah. Totally. Okay, associated with luck. Nice. Okay, so then we've got rhinestone, like rhinestone cowboy, phantom. I really think those two go together, phantom and fiddler. Rhinestone, is rhinestone cowboy a play? Midnight. Am I overthinking this? Wait. Rhinestone cowboy, space cowboy. Midnight cowboy, sunset cowboy. Drugstore cowboy. Oh, maybe that is one, because like the coin operated machines outside the drugstore. I wonder. Oh, it's one away, though. Maybe it is midnight. Here, let's find out. Yes. Okay. Cowboy. Yeah. Drugstore cowboy. I know rhinestone cowboy and space cowboy, but I don't... Midnight cowboy. Have I ever heard of midnight cowboy? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Okay. Merrily, sunset, fiddler, phantom. Let's see. Broadway musicals. Okay, but what's merrily? Or sunset? I don't even know what sunset means. I do know fiddler, and I know Phantom of the Opera, and those are kind of like the short names for them. Huh. Okay, well, we learned something. Can't wait to play Wordle. I'm very smug that you will not beat me today. Did you get it in like 1 word, 2 words today? Did you get super lucky? Oh, that's great. TOBO compound words. Toll booth, tomboy, toolbox, towboat. It's clever wordplay there. Associated with good luck, horseshoe, ladybug, penny, shamrock. Words before cowboy in film and music. Drugstore cowboy, midnight cowboy, rhinestone cowboy, and space cowboy. Space cowboy was... is that David Bowie? No, not David Bowie. Some people call me the Space Cowboy. That one. Is that Steve Miller? I think it was a Steve Miller band. Broadway musicals, familiarly. Fiddler, like Fiddler on the Roof. Merrily. Let me look that one up. Hold on. I will tell you momentarily. Merrily we roll along. Interesting. And then Phantom, of course, is Phantom of the Opera. And what is Sunset? Oh, Sunset Boulevard. Oh, okay. All right, I was overthinking that. I was definitely overthinking that. Okie doke. And then we go back to this one. There we go. Yeah, Merrily We Roll Along. Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, I didn't get that reference. I was a theater geek in high school, and a band geek, and I geeked out on a lot of things. But you'd never believe it. I was also a skater kid. I know I don't look it right. I had like the grunge punk, baggy jeans kind of thing. That was my style. And but I was also somehow a theater kid and a music kid. So go figure. Nice. Okay. Here. Whoa, that's the wrong thing. This is the thing. All right. So if you're just barely joining us, I am in the running to become America's favorite teacher. And so far, in the first round, there's like 10 rounds. In fact, I have a listing of all the different rounds. Let me bring that up. There's all these different, you don't need to see those. What you need to see is Maybe let's open a new tab so that I can put this into it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. This is just the first round, right? There's multiple rounds. I'm in a group of about 80, 90 teachers. I think there's like 86 of us. And they whittle us down to the top 20 on the 6th of March. So only 6 days from now. And then they whittle us down to the top 15, the top 10, the top 5 of just our individual groups. And then they announce one winner per group and then merge all the groups together. This is like Survivor, right? Hunger Games kind of elimination round sort of thing. And then the quarterfinal, there's a wild card round where like the second place winner also gets to advance. They pit all of the second place winners against each other. And then the quarterfinalists, and then the semifinals, finalists, and you can see like week after week after week, they milk it for all it's worth, of course. And then the winner is finally announced. The last votes are cast on May 1st, and then at the end of May, then they tell us who the actual winner is. And if I win, I should say, then I could be awarded $25,000, which is insane. A trip to Hawaii, which sounds amazing. And then not only would I appear in Reader's Digest, that doesn't matter. What would be really awesome is that Bill Nye the Science Guy, that Bill Nye, comes to my school and ends up doing an assembly and an award thing. It's pretty cool. So yeah, just cast your vote if you haven't yet. There's a link in the pinned comment or in my profile if you just go to my channel and the links. The top link is how to vote, or there's a QR code here. Where's the QR code? But my big fat head is in the way, so that QR code right there. The chat's in the way too, so But I posted that all over my school and goofy stuff. So I have it in various places. Reader's Digest editors are like against me. Oh no, yeah, maybe. They ask us to really promote ourselves. I think it's kind of a moneymaker thing, because on the one hand, like they milk it for all it's worth and it's publicity and stuff. But also when people cast their votes, you can cast a free vote, but then people are also tempted to donate. I mean, the one for 25 is even marked in red. Like they're trying to milk that for all it's worth so people get donations in. It does benefit the Planetary Society, but I was reading the fine print and I don't think it's 100% to this Planetary Society. Bill Nye is all about this. I saw an interview with him and he's super, super all about this Planetary Society, but it's like a portion of proceeds goes to the Planetary Society. Benefiting, it doesn't say it directly goes to the Planetary Society. They take out some deductions and they don't say how much that deduction is. So I would much rather you put in a free vote once a day. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Mark a reminder in your calendar to go back in every day and put in a vote. Super helps me out. So it's pretty fun. I'm in first place right now in my group, which is awesome. Also, I owe you guys an apology because in days past, if you've been watching my live streams, every time I cut over to this one right here, my audio cut out. This is just me being inept at working in the streaming platform OBS. I'm working on it. I'm learning how, but it was killing my retention. I'm like, oh man, do people really not want to hear about my voting thing? No, you're excited about me. Just when you don't hear any talking, but you see me talking, you're like, what the heck is this? This is dumb. And then click away, right? So thank you for supporting me. Whether or not you can hear my voice, I was a little embarrassed of that. I was looking at it, I'm like, you're kidding me. So let's do the mini. Oh, it's a big mini. This is not a mini. This is a big mini. Holy cow. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across today. Wow. Okie doke. So a chocolate and marshmallow sandwich sounds like a s'more. Weighed down with like burdened or taxed. Maybe taxed. Taxed. Burden doesn't fit there. Birthday cake inserts. Like sprinkles? No, that doesn't fit. We used to call them Jimmies. Sprinkles are Jimmies. I mean, that really shows you where I grew up, too, if I'm calling them Jimmies. You can pinpoint exactly where I grew up if you hear me call them Jimmies instead of Sprinkles. I could be totally wrong there. We might erase that one. We'll see. First U.S. state alphabetically is that Alabama? Right? Does it go all the way to L? A-L? It's not an A-D or A-R. Maybe it is Alabama. Holy cow. Okay. 0%. Like, nothing? I don't know. We're gonna have to check some of these because we'll look at the down ones. I'm sure they're not correct. I like putting in an answer anyway because I know I can always delete them. I'll donate if they can promote Pluto back to a planet. Well, you know, a couple days ago in the mini crossword puzzle, one of the answers was the what do you call it? The exoplanet. It's not actually a planet. They call it, you know, they've demoted it. The exoplanet that is only half the size of the width of the U.S. Do you realize that's how small Pluto is? I thought, you know, maybe it's a little bit smaller than the Earth, but no, it's only the width of half of the U.S. I had no idea. That's crazy. Free-for-all fight. Sounds like maybe a brawl. Puts on the market. Maybe sells. Okay, so we did fill out the entire thing, but we don't quite have it yet. So, winding ski races. Winding ski race. I thought maybe it was slalom. Okay, so Jimmy's is for sure not correct. I don't know. I thought it was slalom, but brawl for sure. Oh, wait. A different Smash Bros. Game. How about Melee? I bet it's Melee, because then slalom works. Well, let's erase this one. Don't know what that is, but if I change directions, winding ski races, is it O? Is it SLO? And we're going to have to find out. Herbivore seen off Florida shores. Manatee. MANITEE. I don't know. All right. I think nothing is also wrong. Yeah. Oh, which would allow this to be I. No, not that. Manatee. I thought this was an E. Okay, I'm clicking on all crazy things. Strange person, maybe an oddball. Give another name. Maybe relabel. Relabel, that fits. Oh, here's one. Hold on. Go the other way. Weighed down with. Laden. Bowser and King Boo in the Mario games. Enemies. Great. And then took a chair. Maybe sat. Container on the pantry shelf. But then the across ones don't make sense. It can't be jondles. What does that mean, jondles? Birthday cake. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Okay, birthday cake inserts. Candles. Oh my gosh, I keep putting the candles. There we go. Candles. Slalom. Wait a minute. Slalom. I know it has an O in it. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Container on the pantry shelf. Can. 0%. Not a bit. N. There it is. I was talking with my coworkers on Friday. We have this kind of early morning meeting that we do. Sometimes we meet with some people, other days we meet with other people. I ended up telling them, did you catch the mini crossword? It's fun because it's so small. It only takes you like 2 minutes. And they're like, what? It takes you 2 minutes? And I realized that it takes me longer because I'm like narrating it for you guys, right? If I was just kind of zipping through it, then, it probably wouldn't take as long. I can do it in like, a minute and 40 seconds or something. But if I wasn't narrating with you, then maybe it would only take me a minute. They're like, what? Why does that only take you, why does that take you so long? Like as if 2 minutes is a long time. Today's puzzle took us 6 minutes and 2 seconds because, I'm narrating it. I'm trying to figure things out. The bigger the puzzle, the harder it is. A full New York Times puzzle might take, an hour and a half. Right? It takes a long time. But those easy little 5x5s are really fun. They fly through. All right, a chocolate and marshmallow sandwich is a s'more. I love that it's getting warmer now. It's fun when you're camping and there's a little bit of nippy kind of cold in the air when you first wake up, or when you're going to bed, you wrap up in a hoodie before you go into your tent and, sitting around the fire. But it's getting to that time now. February, January, it's like, no way, there's not any way I'm sleeping outside. But March, I took a walk with my kids just barely, and I'm like, actually, I really like this weather. I don't know. It's like March 1st today. Boom. And then the weather has really started to change. The outlook overall has changed. It's just really cool. So I don't know what it took, but for some reason, it's just a lot nicer right now, just specifically right now. So I can't wait to make s'mores with my kids around the campfire. Weighed down with, laden. At first I said taxed, but there's lots of 5-letter words, right? Birthday cake inserts, candles, what did I say before? Jondle. I was doing the down answers and they didn't quite line up, and I ended up with jondles, candles. The first U.S. state alphabetically, Alabama. I really had to think about that one. I was surprised that the L, because L's like in the middle of the alphabet, right? Why is there not like an AD or an A, earlier letters? But there's not. Alabama is the first one. 0%. Not a bit. Not a bit. Every time I think of one of those ones with spaces that you don't see the spaces, I think of my mom. Because I was doing this puzzle one time. Some of you guys might have been watching it. But I was doing the puzzle, and the answer was go at it. Go at it. Like two people fighting or going at it. And I ended up getting it because of like the down answers, not the across answers. And I'm sitting there staring at it, and I'm like, goat it? Goat? What? Why does goat it? That doesn't make sense. But I'm like, okay, I guess so. And then I called my mom later, and she was like, honey, go at it. She was watching the live stream. Oh my gosh. She was watching the live stream and just like, why would you think? So every time I think of those ones that have like multiple spaces like this, I think of my mom, because maybe as I'm working on the puzzles, I'm like, no tabit, noti, notabit, like it doesn't, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. My mom's going to call at it later, Yeah, do you remember that one? Go at it. I was like, goat it? I don't get it. It's so funny. Free for all fight. At first I said a brawl, but brawl was not the correct letters. And then I thought of a different Smash Bros game. There's Smash Bros Brawl. There's also Smash Bros Melee. So it made me think of that one, Melee. My son will be happy to hear that Melee and Enemies, talking about Bowser and King Boo, were part of this puzzle. Puts on the market, sells. Winding ski races, slaloms, and that's S-L-A-L-O-M, slalom. Slalom. That's a weird word, isn't it? What is the origin of that word, slalom? It's kind of a strange word, isn't it? Maybe it's like Scandinavian or something. I don't know. I'm guessing. Herbivore seen off the Florida shores, manatee. And it is not M-A-N-I, it's M-A-N-A-T-E-E. I remember it has the T-E-E at the end. Strange person, an oddball. Some people might call me an oddball. Give another name, relabel. Bowser and King Boo in the Mario games, enemies. Bowser. There's all different creative ways to kill, to knock out Bowser in all those different games. We say kill. This is not really killing him though. Falling into a pit, falling into lava, spinning him into a. Spinning him, and what was that? Mario 64, where you spin him around into bombs. There's lots of different clever ways to defeat Bowser. He's the enemy. Container on the pantry shelf, a can. I said jar, and then jar gave me jondals for candles. Oh, gosh, that's funny. And then took a chair. They sat. Nice. Okay, now you said that the Wordle might be a little tricky, huh? All right, so I'm going to cover the chat, as I always do, just simply because, specifically with the Wordle, I love the productive struggle of figuring it out myself. So feel free to scream at me in the comments. I will not be looking, just specifically for the Wordle. I don't know why. I just love to kind of, struggle through it myself. So if you're like, well, duh, I already did it. It's this. That's why I don't want to look, right? Because if somebody gives the answer, then it totally gives it away, So, we could guess jondals if it was long, if it was short enough to be a 5-letter word, but sadly it is not. What if we said dream? Okay, that gives us an R and an E. What about CK? So no help. My second, step, or my third step even, is to come up with a non-intersecting word. Is there a word that doesn't use any of those previous letters? Which I came up with pluck. So now, here's one. Oh, great. I love that word, ghost, because it gets rid of the H too. Let's see how we do. All right. See, this is why I do non-intersecting words, right? So we've got the RE from this one. And there's not, it's another E that then I wasted a guess. This one just gave me 2 more letters. They're all in the wrong place, right? So this is maybe if there's an H, what other letters go with H? We already said there's no PH, CH, SH, maybe a WH. Oh, there's a naughty word on the board. Do you see it? We're not going to say that. So it's probably not WH. No, it can't be WH because H is the second letter. What if it was like an RE? Rahoy. I really feel like maybe it's not RE. Is that a word? That's not a word. What if it is RE? Okay, that is a word, but that doesn't use the H. That doesn't use the H. Okay, so like re. Is that a word? That's not a word. Rehab. But there's an O. Rehab. There are some RH words. Oh, wait, there's an I. We haven't even guessed the I yet. Hold on. There's an I. I bet you there's an I. What do you bet? Right? Like H. Ooh, that's a word in Portuguese. Herói. That's not a word in English, though. Herói is hero. Herói. And that would fit into my guess, even. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like it doesn't start with an H. Here, let's... I just don't see any other letters that could go with H, right? Like SH is off the table, TH is off the table, PH is off the table. So it's a standalone letter. It's got to be a standalone letter this time. Or WH. Yeah, it could be WH. No, it can't be WH. Because the H can't be in the second position. I keep going back to the N. It might not be N. I just keep coming back to it. Oh, wait. No, but it has an E in it. I was going to say honor, but honor doesn't use the E. Man, this one's really got me. I want to get it in 4. I'm purposely not guessing right now because I want to get it in 4. That's my streak, right? I usually get it in 4. It's not a word. And sorry if you're screaming at me in the chat. I am purposely not looking at the chat. If the chat is just scrolling by and people are just screaming the answer at me, this is, I don't know why. It's like good for my brain. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to live longer because I'm having this productive struggle or something. You know what I mean? What if it's the V? Not likely to begin with a V. What if it's, that's a word. Hover. Hold on. H can go there. O can go there. and we need another letter. V is available. Oh my gosh, let's try it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hover. You know, it's so funny. Just yesterday, I was playing with my daughter in the backyard. She got for Christmas this little drone from her grandpa, from my dad, and it's been so cold. We're finally getting out and flying it. We flew it just yesterday. It needs to be calibrated a little bit. When you take off, it doesn't quite stay. It sort of like veers, you know, so it's not as calibrated as it could be. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I sat there and stared at it forever. All right, let's see. Yep, you guys are just fuzzy, arise, hover. Oh, fuzzy was the answer yesterday, wasn't it? Okay. Do you want to see? I don't know if you're on the stream yesterday, but I took a screenshot of what I thought was just the funniest set of answers ever from yesterday. Here, we ended up... These are the answers from yesterday. And I was saying that, you know, instead of 7 dwarves, there used to be 11 dwarves. You know, there's Doc and Happy and Sleepy and Bashful and Dopey and all that. But you can't forget about those other 4, Fuzzy, Fuffy, Humpy, and Bruck. Fuzzy, Fuffy, Humpy, and Bruck. Oh, goodness. So funny. This is too funny. Yeah, that was really brutal. Oh, my gosh. I was struggling with that one, wasn't I? But, you know, it's part of the game. Part of the fun is that productive struggle. And you got to allow it to happen, right? If I always tell my students that productive struggle is so valuable, and yet we want to overlook it all the time, right? Trial and error. We hate the trial. We hate the error. We want to just get it right the first time. So what if you do have to struggle? Like, for example, when I teach how to use a camera, you know, letting the right amount of light into a camera, it's tough. It's really tricky. And so what do? You just have to get it wrong, right? And by getting it wrong, you have to understand that that's how you get it right, right? You can look back at it and go, okay, well, I know what I did wrong. Here's how to get it right. So yeah, I think we undervalue the productive struggle. You know, be willing to make mistakes. Be willing to allow yourself to make mistakes. You know, that struggle is so valuable and so downplayed, you know. I want to remind you just in the middle of my stream here that I am running for America's Favorite Teacher. I am currently in the running. I'm actually doing very well. I am number 1 in my group. They split us up into, I don't know how many groups. I would assume about 20 groups. There are about 86 people in my group. And then they take, you can see the timeline. They reduce us down. You know, kids are like, "Whoa, are you going to win it on Friday?" I'm like, no. This is just the very first portion of it. The main top round, you see there's top 20, top 15, top 10, top 5. That's all within a single group, and there are like probably 20 groups. And then they merge us all together at the end of March. And then we kind of fight to the death in that arena, right? It's very like, you know, survival, Hunger Games kind of thing until the end of April. May 1st is the last vote cast, and then they actually announce the winner. So each time, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, they reset the votes each time, you know, once they wipe people out. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. But if you have not yet, the link to vote for me is in the pinned comment. It's in the description. It's in my channel. If you go to my channel, vote for me there. I would super, super appreciate that. So thank you. You guys are awesome. Okay, so we just played the Wordle. And now we're going to do that awesome, awesome puzzle called Strands. Let's do Strands. Okay. So the last couple of strands have taken me for a loop, right? One was all about Survivor, and another, what was yesterday's? I'm trying to think of what yesterday's was. Challenge. I remember one of the words was challenge. I don't remember anything else about it. Maybe that was the Survivor one. Anyway, there's one just yesterday. I was like, oh, I didn't know a lot of these. Oh, no, yesterday was easy. Yesterday was all about sailor tattoos. Yeah. But today, the theme is let us pray, but pray is spelled P-R-E-Y, which means like birds of prey or alpha animals. I don't know. Let's look. I like looking at corners first. Let's see if something comes out. Let us pray. There are 6 words, so 1 spangram and then 5 words. So these are actually fairly large words. Let us pray. Pray like birds of prey, like a condor or an eagle. I see ST. I see ER right here. There's an X in here. An X is not a common letter. Huh. I'm having a hard time even seeing anything in here. Hey, you guys, the Wordle I like to play by myself, but if you see, I know all the dwarves, isn't that great? If you see anything, I've got the chat open. I would love for you to help me out with this Strands puzzle. Some of the puzzles I love to struggle through myself, but then some of them, like the Strands, I would love your help. This one, nothing's really coming out to me. So if you see anything, you're like, oh, you should try this, let me know. Sand. Oh my gosh. Are these dinosaurs? Where's the S? Tyrannosaur? A-U-R. I spelled it right. Nope. Oh, oh. Tyrannosaurus. There we go. Tyrannosaurus. Let us pray. These are, oh my gosh. These are dinosaurs. Of course, these are small. These are, very few because they take up more space. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I was trying to spell it correctly. Yeah, this one is very challenging. Am I on the right track? I mean, you've already done the puzzles, so I want to like struggle through it together rather than just feed me answers, you know? So am I on the right track thinking it's dinosaurs, or is it just all different like omnivores or apex predators? Rhino. Yeah, I'm trying to find the word tyrannosaur. Tyrannosaurus. Cayman alligator. uh, Apex. Oh, maybe this is a spangram. Hold on. Apex TORS. Predators. Apex predators. Yep. Okay. Crocodile. There it is. Okay, we've got 3 of 6. So there's 3 more. These are small words. I said rhino. How am I going to fit 3 words in there? That means they're all like 4 letters long. What? Yeah, that's the spangram, all right. Well, we have earned a hint. I'm tempted to hit the hint button because even though I know apex predators and crocodile and tyrannosaurus, I'm wondering how we fit 3 words into just this small little space here. There's 3 of 6 found. Isn't that how you spell it? Cayman? An alligator. What are other apex predators? Oh, lion. Here's a lion. Yeah, lion. All right, I'm overthinking this. Oh, yeah, of course, human. Human is an apex predator. What is this last one? Oh, the orca. Oh, yeah. Orca. Orca is an apex predator. Oh. Hard disagreeing with human. I ain't no predator. Yeah, right. I ain't no predator. I go to Whole Foods. Oh gosh, that's funny. Well, that was actually very tricky, and I am actually super surprised that the first word I saw was like the longest one, Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus. And you know how I saw it? I saw the word S-A-U-R. I'm like, SAR, like, oh, like a T-Rex, a Tyrannosaurus. But these are just varieties of apex predators from all walks of life. You know, under the water, there's an orca, human, right? That's so interesting. Human. It makes you think a little bit, you know. Apex predator that goes to Target. Apex predator that pays taxes, you know. A little different than some of the other apex predators on this list, right? What was this? Oh, crocodile, Tyrannosaurus, lion, king of the jungle, human, and orca. Different apex predators. All right, let's play. All right, we're going for letterboxed, and we have to do it in 4 words today, which maybe means that these are easier words. I hope. I hope. We shall see. Let's see. We've got S, F, and P. We got a U, a K, and a B. N, E, and A. C, I, and H. So what are the hard letters we're going to have? We've got a K, but luckily we've got a CK, which is great. Yesterday's puzzle was really challenging. I had to have help from the chat. One word. Oh my gosh, knock 'em dead. What a word. Extremity. That's a super good word. Extremity worked yesterday. And then another word that I already forgot. It started with a D. It was like Deloitte or something. Adroit. That's what it was. Adroit. I had never heard that word before, but someone that's like adept at speaking is adroit. It's a new word for me. All right, maybe the F might be a little hard to get rid of, or the P. So let's. Can't do H-I. I was gonna say like shipwreck, but I don't think we can. There's no T. I was going to say fasten. There's no R. We do have an E. E's a good glue word, or glue letter. S is a good glue letter. Oh, there's no L. I was going to say shackle. Can't say shackle. R is a really great glue letter, but I don't see it. I don't see one here. What are letters that could go with that? There's no O. I was going to say maybe before. A lot of the words I'm coming up with in my head have a BB, like I don't know, rubber, right? But if I can get rid of it with just one B by putting it at the beginning, that's even better. There's no D or L. I was going to say bipedal. Beef. That's the word for beef. B-E-E-F. But B-I-F-E. Beefy in Portuguese. I think in Spanish too, actually. Beef. There's no L. I keep thinking of words with L and R in them. Shunk. Is that a word? That's not a word. I keep coming up with these silly names. Oh, shank. Oh, but I can't go A-N. I can't go shake in. Shake. There's no O. It's a ebony. You guys in the chat, if you come up with some words, let me know. Type them in. I want to see. We might... Here, let's just remember shake. If we come up with one that could help us there. I just don't see a lot of letters that go with B, right? Like BR, brr words, or blah words. That's tricky. Nib is a word. Shape. What's another hard one? Maybe F. F. Oh, there's a naughty word on this board too. Bakes. C and H are on the same side, so I can't do anything there. Snuck. But now we're on the K. K is a little strange to start with. Kip. Kip's a word. Pfeff. Oh, that's a great word, punish. But we want to do it in 4 words. Bake, snuck, kip, punish. What if we started with punish? Punishes. Sacks. Scabs. I mean, we keep coming back to the S, right? It's totally fine. You can use it as many times as you want. How about just safe? That's okay. That's a safe word to use. Oops. I done hit a button. There we go. That's what I meant to do. That. Okay, we did it in 4 words. And par was 4 words. Right? Solve it in 4 words. We did fine. Okay. Punishes, sacks, scabs, safe. We kept going back to the S to make a new word. And you know what? That works. Totally works. Okay. Before we get too much further, let me remind you that we are in the running. In fact, we're in first place in my category for America's Favorite Teacher. I would love your support. My voting link is in the pinned comment. It's also in the description. It's on my channel page, the first link in the channel page. A lot of different ways to get there. I would bookmark it because you got to come back to it every day, right? Slow and steady wins the race. I want you to keep putting in, and vote for me in my category. That would be so super awesome. It's a long process, right? All of the votes are tallied up at the end of April, and then, at the end of March, and then at the end of March, they wipe out most of the competitors. One from each group stands, and I don't know, there's maybe 20 groups or so, and then they whittle us down, and then by the end of the end of April there, you can see that, then we've got a grand prize winner, which is awesome. So we're in the running. I'm first in my category right here, which is just insane. That's awesome. Yeah, we're doing really good. So, yeah, from what I can tell in my group, there are about 85. Let's see if it's the same number today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that right? 22. I don't know if anybody dropped out. Here, we'll do a little quick math here. Come on, calculator. What did I say? 22 times 4, 88. More people joined? What? How does that work? More people joined. I don't know how that works, but more people joined somehow. And I read a couple of the top. This girl, she has like 24,000 followers on Instagram. I watched a video a little while ago, and they were like, "Don't vote for people during that America's Favorite Teacher." I dropped out. I'm so frustrated because the person that won was this like Instagram influencer, and I'm like, okay, well, does that mean I stand a chance or that I don't? I don't know, because I have YouTube channels. Does that count? And I know people. I know, a variety of people. I know lots of different people from lots of different places. This lady's an art teacher, I think in a middle school. This guy's an English teacher. Had a cool project using Harry Potter books and stuff. So like I've been kind of diving deep into some of them. I was thinking once they get out most people of like finding out who the top 20 are, because again they're gonna knock out most people on the 6th. They're gonna from today there will not be as many people in the running. So it would be kind of nice to see kind of who's in my group. All right, let's go over our puzzles. We've had fun. Playing the puzzles today. TOBO, compound words. Toll booth, tomboy, toolbox, towboat. Associated with good luck, horseshoe, ladybug, penny, and shamrock. Words before cowboy in film and music. Drugstore cowboy, midnight cowboy, rhinestone cowboy, and a space cowboy. Broadway musicals familiarly are Fiddler on the Roof, Fiddler. Merrily, what was that one? Merrily as We Go, Merrily Along Our Way. I forget. I haven't seen that one. Phantom of the Opera, of course, and then Sunset Boulevard. That's cool. All right, and then it was a large puzzle today for our mini crossword. The mini crossword today: chocolate and marshmallow sandwich, a s'more, weighed down with, laden, right, with burdens. Birthday cake insert, candles. Alphabetically, the first U.S. state is Alabama. 0%, not a bit. Not a bit. And then free-for-all fight, melee. At first I said brawl, but I said the wrong Smash Bros. It wasn't melee. It wasn't brawl. It was melee. Puts on the market, sells. Winding ski races, slaloms. Herbivore seen off Florida shores, manatee. Strange person, an oddball. Give another name, relabel. Bowser and King Boo in the Mario games, they're enemies. In fact, they're bosses. Container on the pantry shelf, can. At first I said jar, which made... I also spelled the word slalom wrong, and so candles was jondles. It's funny how, you get the words wrong and it makes just completely different goofy words. Took a chair, sat. All right, today's Wordle. Callie in the chat was telling me that the Wordle was going to be tough. Luckily for us, we did it in the 4 as usual. I'm pretty good getting it on my 4th guess. Right, you can see there's a pretty obvious trend here. And my trend is to first come up with a word. My strategy is to come up with a word. And then the next word I come up with, regardless of what the answers that I get are, I come up with a word that doesn't use any of those first 5 letters. And then a third word that doesn't use any of those first 5 letters. Unless, of course, by then I have all 5 letters, which would be super lucky. But so with R and E and H and O, all in the wrong place. And then with the remaining letters, there's only 26 letters, so process of elimination, I just knocked out 15 of them. I started adding in letters, sort of just mixing them around in my head. I said, what if it's an R word, R-E something, or what if it's an N-O, N-E something. But then I came up with hover. Hover is the answer to today's Wordle. All right, next we went over apex predators. Right? It says, let us pray, and P-R-E-Y, not A-Y. That's clever. They make you sort of uncover the true meaning of the theme. I love that. And today's theme was apex predators. The first thing I saw was the word Tyrannosaurus. I just couldn't spell it correctly. I thought maybe it had 2 R's, so I was adding this other R, but no, it wasn't. It's T-Y-R-A-N-N. I remember there was 2 N's. At least I have that from my my days wanting to be a paleontologist back when I was young. My friend Phil loved paleontology. He was dead set when we were 8 years old. We wanted to be paleontologists, and he is not. He is not currently a paleontologist. But I wonder if he still has his diehard love of dinosaurs. I should ask him. Of course, humans are technically apex predators. I don't like to think of ourselves as apex predators, but we have the lay of the land. We own the place. Orca, and then let's see, crocodile. Yeah. All right, and then the letterbox we had to do in 4 words, and we did it in 4 words. We got par. So I started with punishes, and then the S led us to sacks, and then another S led us to scabs. They're awesome. Let's see, did my stream close? Trying to do my send-off here. There we go. Okay, I lost my stream for a second there. You guys are awesome. I'm just on the middle of my send-out. So thanks for a great stream. Thanks for all the help, and enjoy a beautiful Saturday. Catch you on the next one. See ya.